Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we would like to present about our analysis of cafes non-best purpose. Next.
So, design of goods and service. So, what we found is that this cafe is designed to serve university students by offering affordable and familiar food and beverages options. The cafe main products include kopi susu, gula aren, rice bowl, and nasi goreng, which are the most frequently ordered items. Menu decisions are generally based on sales performance and cost considerations. However, new menu items are introduced irregularly, usually only a few times a year, which makes the menu development less structured. Now, the house of quality. Based on the house of quality analysis, their customers mainly value consistency, taste, affordable price, fast service, and menus that suit their daily needs. This cafe's signature products strongly meet these expectations, which explains their high demand. However, several menu items show low sales but still require relatively high costs, indicating menu variety is not well controlled. The absence of structured menu development and review process reduces operational efficiency and limits production innovation. And recommendation, there's four recommendation. First one is strengthen signature products. Keep kopi susu galaran, rice bowl, and nasi goreng as the main focus because this item already match students' preferences and generate the highest sales, ensuring their taste, portion size, and availability are always consistent. Now, the second one is control menu variety. Review menu items with low sales and high cost on a regular basis. Items that do not perform well should be improved or removed to reduce operational complexity and inventory waste. The third one is plan menu development. Introduce new menu items gradually and on a fixed schedule, such as every 3 or 4 months. This helps keep the menu interesting for customers while allowing the kitchen to operate efficiently. And lastly, standardize product design. Document recipes, portion sizes, and presentation standards so all employees prepare products in the same way. This will support consistency and make full future expansion easier. And the next one, which is quality management. So what we found here is that this cafe applies basic quality management practices in daily operations. The cafe uses standardized recipes to maintain consistent taste and conducts final checks before serving food and beverages. Cleanliness and hygiene are monitored daily, starting from raw material handling to equipment cleaning. Customer complaints are handled by listening, apologizing, and providing replacement or compensation. Despite these efforts, inconsistency in product quality and service performance remain a key issue. Now, this is the fishbone analysis. Based on the fishbone analysis, this cafe is inconsistent in product quality, service, and marketing performance. For the human resource factor, inconsistency is caused by difference in employee skill levels, product knowledge, and experience, especially among new staff. Limited training contributes to variation in service and product preparations. For the method factor, quality standards and SOPs exist, but are not fully documented or applied consistently across shifts. This leads to variations in taste, portion size, and service speed. For the material factor, although multiple suppliers have ensured availability, differences in raw material quality can affect the product consistency, especially for beverages and dairy products. For machine factor, quality control and monitoring are still performed manually. The absence of digital system makes it difficult to track errors, identify recurring problems, and prevent quality issues before they occur. The next one is measurement factor. Quality performance is not supported by clear indicators or recorded data. Service speed, product product consistency, and customer satisfaction are evaluated informally, limiting the effective quality monitoring and improvement. And lastly is the environment factor. Crowded conditions during peak hours and limited operational space increase employee workload. This situation affects service efficiency and reduces consistency in product and service quality. Now onto the recommendation. The first one is establish clear quality standard. Create simple written standards for taste, portion size, hygiene, and service behavior. Clear standards help employees understand expectations and reduce variations between shifts. Second one is improve quality control processes. Apply quality checks at key stages, including receiving raw materials, food preparations, and before serving customers. Using checklists can help prevent mistakes without increasing workload. Third one is enhance employee capability. Conduct regular training sessions to improve product knowledge and service skills, especially for new employees. This will reduce errors caused by differences in experience. And lastly, use digital support systems. Gradually, move from manual recording to basic digital tools for quality and inventory monitoring. Digital tracking will improve accuracy, transparency, and coordination across operations. The next one will be presented by my friend.
Okay, the next one is process and capacity design. Café 1912 implements a line process design where customer orders are received at the cashier and split between the bar and kitchen, allowing beverage and food to be processed in parallel under standardized SOP and receipts to ensure consistency and reduce service variability. Peak demand occur between 10 a.m. And 2 p.m. in line with campus activity, and capacity is managed through staffing adjustment, equipment utilization, and temporary support from the Boga unit to maintain throughput. However, effective service capacity is associationally constrained by manual inventory monitoring and limited storage space, which increase the risk of stock storage and can slow service flow despite an otherwise efficient process design. The recommendation, Cafe 1912 should prioritize capacity enhancement on critical kitchen process during peak hours, 10 a.m. until 2 p.m., where demand intensity is highest. Capacity constraint identified in the interview, such as process bottleneck, reliance on temporary staff, and manual inventory tracking can be addressed through target equipment upgrades, peak-based staff reallocation, and simplification of food preparation workflow. In parallel, implementing basic digital inventory and order tracking system will be improve material availability, reduce stock-related disruption, and support more proactive and stable capacity management. Okay, next. The next one is location strategy. Café 1912 apply a captive market location strategy by operating within the Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta campus in Bantul, allowing direct access to a stable and predictable customer base consisting of students, lecture, and campus staff. High proximity and convenience drive repeat visit and consistent demand align with daily campus activity. However, access restriction for non-campus visitor limit exposure to broader public and reduce spontaneous traffic. The interview finding indicate that suboptimal marketing execution, particularly in social media, has resulted in low brand awareness even within the campus community, constraining growth potential while the current location strategy effectively serve the core campus market. Management plan future expansion into public location, shopping malls to increase brand visibility and reduce reliance and on a single captive market. The recommendation: Café 1912 should enhance on-campus visibility through clearer directional signage in high-traffic areas and strengthened digital marketing. Particularly, social media campaign target UMB student to more accessible public locations such as malls or commercial area is recommended to broaden market reach, improve brand awareness beyond the campus environment, and reduce reliance on a single customer segment. Okay.
Next is layout strategy. So the layout concept in this cafe is multifunctional space supporting dining, studying, meetings, and campus activity. And they're doing is co-working zone for individual and group work. They also do a multi-level functional layout with vertical zoning and open and transparent design using glass walls for natural light, comfort, and visibility. And for the conceptual of the floor plan, uh, first floor is social and service area where there is an order counter, a cashier, pickup zone, a casual seating, and outdoor seating. In the second floor, there is a focused study area where there is a co-working tables, individual study station, and sitting near glass facade. In the third floor, there is a collaborative and quiet area where there is some meeting rooms, quiet group work zone, and flexible seating. So why this layout works? So this layout works because it's efficient user flow, like order, study, work, then meet, and their vertical zoning logic where there is social, focused, and collaborative, and their open slackness reduce crowding and enhance comfort, and their co-working integration also supports longer stays with Wi-Fi and flexible seating. Their function as a campus third place beyond classroom and dormitory. Next. So for the layout strategy recommendation, I recommend to rearrange the seating on the first floor where there is a high capacity area. We should to use a smaller tables rather than the large one, and maintaining a clear path to cashier and stairs. And the impact is to increase the seating capacity and reduce crowding during peak hours. Second is to implement equipment on the third floor. So a clear, quiet study area, signage, and sitting oriented towards walls or windows, and this give improved individual focus without physical partitions. And third is apply simple noise control where there's carpets, fabric chairs, and curtains. And you can also add a bookshelf or plan as a soft dividers. This give reduced noise and an echo in a cost-effective way. And the last one is to enhance study visibility on the last floor, which is floor 3. Power strip, desk lamp, and this give us support longer study session and align with layout functions. Next. Next is the job requirement, task division, and convention in this cafe. So for the competency requirement, employee must have relevant skills and experience for the roles. All staff follow SOP to maintain service and product consistency, and ability to work efficiently under supervision during peak hours, and skills and performance are evaluated regularly. Second is division of tasks. So clear task allocation by department like cashier, bar, kitchen, and service support. Also on the opening and closing team based on operational needs. Third is one leader coordinates staff during busy periods to ensure smooth workflow. After that, there's a compensation system where the system is standardized as 8-hour work shift, and the compensation is aligned with job responsibility and workload, and there is no financial rewards include clear SOP, structured tasks, and continuous supervision. Next. So for the job design overview and the improvement suggestions for the current job design, the task specialization reduce errors and improve service speed. The SOP-based job roles with clear responsibility and the shift system with additional supervision during peak hours. And there's a weekly performance review to support improvement. So for the skill and scheduling design, I suggest that employee place according to skills and experience. Opening shift have more staff due to higher workloads, and leaders manage touch distribution to balance workloads. So I recommend to introduce limited job rotation and cross training in non-peak hours, and formalize shift leader authority and responsibility. And I also use a simple performance indicator and employee feedback. And also you can adjust schedules based on demand patterns. We hope by doing this, there should be a higher flexibility, better staff coordination, and consistent service quality. Next.
Thank you so much. Now I am going to talk about my part, which is supply chain management, refers to the coordination of purchasing, suppliers, and also the delivery activities to ensure smooth operations. In Café 1912, supply chain planning is highly influenced by product sales. Plum sugar coffee milk was selected for this analysis because it is the highest selling product, meaning its demand has the greatest impact on ingredient purchasing and also supplier coordination. Next. Okay, now I'm going to talk about observation and interview findings about supply chain management. Based on observation and interview with cafe staff, plum sugar coffee milk is prepared frequently throughout the day, especially during peak hours. Ingredients such as fresh milk, coffee beans, and also the plum sugar are used continuously. Any disruption in supply would directly affect service operations, and showing that supply chain efficiency is critical for this product. Next. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the tools and also the software I used. To support supply chain planning, QM for Windows was used to perform demand forecasting based on historical sales of plum sugar coffee milk. The forecast demand for the next period is approximately 523 units with a MAP of 9.69%, indicating acceptable accuracy for short-term planning. The forecast converts past sale data into expected future demand. Next. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the supply chain recommendation. Using forecast demand allows purchasing quantities and suppliers' delivery schedules to be aligned with actual product sales. This supports consistent ingredient availability and also reduces the risk of supply disruption for high demand products. Next. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the inventory management part of Café 1912. Inventory management focused on maintaining sufficient stock to meet sales demand while minimizing holding and ordering cost. Plum sugar coffee was chosen for inventory analysis because it is the highest sale volume, increases the risk of stock out if inventory is not properly managed. Next. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the tools and also the software used. QM for Windows was used to apply the economic order quantity model based on an annual demand of 6,300 units derived directly from plum sugar coffee milk sales. The optimal order quantity is approximately 615 units with about 10 orders per year. The daily demand rate is 17.5 units and the supplier's lead time is 7 days, resulting in reorder point of 173 units. A safety stock of 50 units is included to manage demand variability and potential delivery delays. Next. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the inventory management recommendation. Applying EOQ and also the reordering point and safety stock ensures the inventory decisions are aligned with palm sugar coffee milk sales patterns. These help prevent stockouts while avoiding excess inventory. Overall, palm sugar coffee milk was selected because it is the highest selling product and its sales data provides the most accurate representation of demand. By using QM for Windows, product sales are systematically linked to supply chain coordination and also the inventory management decisions. Thank you. That's all from me now.
Okay, so for the scheduling, the cafe have current scheduling system. And this slide explain the scheduling system at the cafe. The cafe use a flexible schedule based on daily condition. There are two shifts in the opening and closing shift. During busy hours, especially from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m., more staff work at the cafe. This helps serve customer faster. The schedule is still made manually and based on experience. Next. So here there is the table of schedule for the shift. The current scheduling system works well, but there are some problems. Sometimes some staff feel too busy during peak hours. At other times, there are too many staff during quiet hours. Because of this, the cafe should use sales data to make schedules. Extra staff can be added during peak hours, and this can reduce waiting time and improving service quality. Next. So for the maintenance, the current maintenance system in this slide show the maintenance system at the cafe. The cafe cleans machine and kitchen tools every day. This help keep the equipment clean and safe to use. Some equipment is cleaned weekly or monthly. Big equipment like air conditioner and stove are checked every 6 months. If equipment is damaged, vendor handle to repair. Next. Okay, so this table explain the maintenance schedule in detail. Each piece of equipment has its own cleaning or inspection time. This help prevent serious damage. However, maintenance is not always required. The cafe should assign one staff to be responsible for maintenance. Basic training can also help staff use equipment correctly, and this can reduce damage and repair costs. Okay, next. Okay, thank you very much. Maybe this all from us. Thank you for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.